In this ever-changing meta of Marvel Snap, sometimes some of the best decks get lost in the shuffle, and that's what happened with this deck. Very, very strong Death Wave deck that I just did not use because I was playing with all these Zabu decks, all these Silver Surfer decks, Mr. Negative decks. This deck, I think, beats all of them. And if you're ready to see my take on this Death Wave Bayroad deck, then you know what to do, guys. Find that like button. Let's go snap it.
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, Valley Maniacs. Welcome back to the Valley Snap channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you're having a lot of fun playing Marvel Snap, because I am. Now, we just got She-Hulk last week, and I didn't really get to use her. I did want to use her in this Death Wave Bayroad deck, but I didn't have the card. I got her last week, but because all the rage was all these Zabu decks, I kind of forgot about this deck. And I wanted to showcase it in this video. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, we're trying to grow this channel, expand it, and get the content you want. Hit that subscribe button so you know as soon as a new video goes up. And let me know in the comments what kind of content you want to see on this channel. But without further ado, let's get right into this deck. Now, this is the version of the Bayroad deck that I'm using. Starts off with Hood. A lot of these one-cost cards are just there to get destroyed. The benefit about Hood, though, if he gets destroyed, that is fine. As long as you don't destroy this demon, which you got to be careful because Killmonger is in his deck. They're both one-cost cards, both very, very good in this deck. Now, Squirrel Girl is pretty much there to put squirrels on the field and get destroyed. So that is what you're using here. Another one-cost card, which is an excellent card for this deck because a one-cost card that could get destroyed by your Killmonger or your Carnages or your Deathlocks. But the other thing, he's also destroying, removing another card from your opponent's deck. So that counts to destroy for this death deck. Now, we also have a few destroyers here in Carnage. We also have a destroyer in Killmonger, taking out the one-cost cards, and in Deathlock, who could destroy any other cards in the lane. Now, another card that doesn't really fit into that one-cost or destroyer combo is Bucky Barnes, and this is a great card because when Bucky Barnes is destroyed, you'll get a Winter Soldier in place. Now, you won't be able to destroy Bucky Barnes with your Killmonger. You have to use a Deathlock or a Carnage or get lucky with a location so that Bucky Barnes could get destroyed and turn into that 2/6 Winter Soldier card. Great card. Cannot be countered by Killmonger, cannot be countered by Shang-Chi either. Now, so those are our destroy cards to sort of ramp up death here. And this is what this deck is based on, death. And the reason we want to destroy all these cards, it costs one less for each card destroyed in this game. So not just your cards, your opponent cards also count as well. And we're pairing her with Wave. On an ideal scenario, we play Wave on turn 5. This is mean that all cards are going to cost 4. The thing about Death, though, if she's costing 4 and you've destroyed 4 cards, this is essentially a 0-12 card after Wave is played because this effect gets taken into account after Wave's effect is counted. So all your cards are going to cost 4 except for Death if you destroyed cards because that subtraction is going to come after Wave does her move. Arrow's a great card that will be nerfed in this next patch, should be nerfed this week, turning into 5/7. I still would include her in this deck because of the ability to move enemy cards to one location, giving you some location control. If there's 2 lanes you're trying to win and you know you're gonna win those and play for those with Death or maybe She-Hulk or Leader, well, Arrow can move all those cards out of that spot that they're going to play on that turn to make sure that you win there. Now, Leader is a dirty, dirty card. You know, when you're winning 2 locations, you play Leader, you're pretty much won the game at that point. He's in here just for some location control and giving us an extra win condition. She-Hulk is an excellent card and is a reason that I started playing this deck because she popped up in my token shop and finally popped up in my token shop. Was able to get her. I think she's one of the best pool 4 cards, maybe one of the best cards that you could get in a token shop, actually, just based on her cost and her benefit. There's some good pool 6 cards, but she's cost less. Pool 5 cards, she costs less than that. She is in this deck, and the benefit of her, if there's like a turn that you can't play a card, like maybe turn 4, there's nothing in your hand that you could play. On turn 5, she could play a 2/10 She-Hulk because she's going to cost 1 less for each unspent energy last turn, and this is what makes this such a killer deck. You have a She-Hulk potential play with death on that last turn. You have a leader potential with death on that last turn. You have a bunch of options on that last turn. A lot of different win conditions. Now, if you don't have She-Hulk, no worries. You can replace her with any other 6-cost card that gives you a lot of power. One card that works really well is Magneto because of that location control. If you just want that 6/12 without that, Hulk also works in this deck. So a lot of different options if you don't have She-Hulk. And I think this is a very budget-friendly pool 3 deck. She-Hulk is in there. She is a pool 4 card, but like I said, you can replace her a lot of cards and still have this deck work. Sometimes She-Hulk doesn't even pop up in my hand and we still end up winning. And sometimes sometimes she is a 6/10 card and we still end up winning because of that. So there are cards that are a little more effective than She-Hulk, but she does give you that flexibility to play her on some of these earlier turns as well. But if you don't have her, no worries, this deck will still work. But let's go see how this version of this Death Wave works and with some gameplay. All right, we have Squirrel Girl, Deathlock all showing up on turn 1. I think what we're going to do is put a Squirrel Girl down there. Any cards destroyed, go, especially in Hollow, is fine. It's because we have Death showing in our hand right now. We get Death and She-Hulk out on that final turn. That would be ideal. Let's see how many kills we could get before that. All right, kill Carnage. Which one should I do? I think what we'll do is we'll go in this section here, in the middle section. That way, if we're losing Hala, that Squirrel Girl can still get destroyed and give us the kill we want. It'll give us 1 kill here. And then we could go on that next location, use Deathlock, kill that other Squirrel Girl, or that other Squirrel. Nothing that I want to use Wave for yet. Possibly on turn 5 to get Death out a little earlier. We could play a Death and a She-Hulk. And that is a 2-cost card. They go Debris. So if we get a Killmonger out, that'll be excellent for us. Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky. So we'll get that Squirrel Girl destroyed. We'll put our Killmonger in the middle here. And yeah, we're going to be swapping locations after turn 4. So that should destroy our Killmonger. That destroyed a lot of rocks out there. And we'll see how cheap we could get Death. Bunch of kills. Death is only 2 costs right now. That doesn't help their Khazar. Oh my goodness, this is turning out very good. All right, calls are going to cost a little bit more on turn 4. And I think what we're going to do is let's just go wave this thing. I don't think I want to play Death yet. That'll give their opportunity to Shang-Chi. If we could lose the if we could lose the tempo here and still... yeah, I don't think we're going to lose the tempo. All right, but maybe. That way they can't Shang-Chi us afterwards. I think what we're going to do is wave, then we could get She-Hulk out and Death out on the final turn. We're going to go for the middle and right location. Let's see how this works out. What are they playing? Are they going with a Patriot or something like that? They go with Misty Knight. So it's very likely they could load us up with a Patriot, Ultron, or a Mystique or something like that. Maybe not Ultron because that would be a 6-cost card. So what we could do is play Death here. We get She-Hulk out, and that is it. Hopefully this is enough power. All right, we'll end a turn here. What are they going to do in that middle? I think they're going to give us the right. Let's see what this is, though. Is this an Ultron? It's a Dr. Doom, +5 power everywhere, and just not enough to compete with that Death and that She-Hulk. We get the nice win there. And battle number 2, we have a Squirrel Girl in our hand. We have a Yondu in our hand. I think what I like to play is get a Yondu out there. That way we get a kill right away. We get a destruction, helping our Death come out. Quinjet, so possibly a double dinosaur deck that we're going up against. We take out their Agent 13, which does indicate that they're trying to get a lot of cards in their hand. Let's get some kills, or let's get some cards out that we could potentially kill. Hopefully we get a Killmonger. All right, so we get a bunch of 1-card costs out on the deck out on our deck right now. They have a 1-cost card there. And just to check, this is an ongoing card. So if we remove that, that will be very good. All right, turn 3, they're going to add a random card in the middle. Let's destroy this middle right now. Let's destroy the Yondu and the Squirrel Girl right now, just so that if it's a card that we want to actually keep, we could. We're not going to be destroying that. All right, so what do they get? They go with Drax. Nothing, no extra benefit from the Drax. That is a card that should be buffed a little bit when the next rework happens there, giving a little bit less downside if you get a bad card. All right, so there you go, Absorbing Man. And does it count? It does count with the Drax. Interesting. All right, we get Heimdall. That's not really what I want. Let's see if we can still overcome this. There's the Killmonger that we wanted. So we can get rid of a bunch of these one-cost cards. We do have Death in our hand. So let's do this. Let's get that. Let's keep that Killmonger. Or let's keep that Heimdall. We'll put the Killmonger out. We'll get rid of the Squirrels. We'll get rid of their Quinjet. Getting rid of a bunch of cards there. They got really, really lucky with that Absorbing Man. All right, so we have the middle location so far. All right, Death is out there. All right, where do we want to play? We're going to play Death, and we have a potential leader play here. If we bring them all to the negative zone, they do have that Zabu play. Is there a way that we could get out all these cards? I think we could go. Is that going to be enough? No, if we get another kill, we can get Death to be playing Death and leader on the same turn. Guess what we could do? We can leader here, and we could potentially get them locked out as well if they go with the Spider-Man. They did play their Absorbing Man there, but that is a free one. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go leader here. We're gonna go leader, and let's go leader in the middle. That way we have a little more space. I'm expecting a lot of Spider-Man. We could actually play this 0-cost card as well. That'll give us a 1-cost Hood. We don't have America Chavez in our hand. We can play Arrow Death on the final turn as it is right now. I think I'm just going to give them Elysium. Hopefully that's nothing. All right, we got the leader. They get a Devil Dinosaur. And we lock them and they lock us with that last lane with that Spider-Man as well. So we're not getting that left or that far right lane. That is not a big concern for us. Anyway, so that's fine. We're going to have our Demon. And I think to compete with this Devil Dinosaur, we'll put this here. We'll put a Demon there and then we'll get Arrow. So that'll give us 8 plus 6. That'll bring you 14 extra power minus the 3 on all these cards. They're not going to have a lot of power there. But any cards they play are going to be at that far left location. They may be just trying to win the middle with their Devil Dinosaur, getting as many points as they can there. We get the Death out. They get it reduced. We pull the cards over with arrows, so we should get the the middle location. They're going to have the right. Now it's going to come down to what else they played in the middle. They go leader with us, and we still get the win. Nice, nice, nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, Killmonger, Yondu, and Hood all showing up on turn 1. All great turn 1 plays. Let's go with Yondu at the start. We're going to get some rocks in our deck, unfortunately. Not what we want. Bucky Barnes and Hood all... Oh, we get rid of their Moon Goer. They're going with a rock. So maybe they have a Zabu deck out there. Right, we have a rock as well. This is fine because this will give us some extra kills. Let's put this out there. Turn 3, we could kill all of these cards with Killmonger, and hopefully that'll make our Death cost effective for us, that we can get her on the field pretty early on. All right, there's another rock. So Killmonger's gonna get a lot of things that he could kill on this turn here. He's gonna get 4 big kills. Nothing detrimental to us. So let's get the kill here. And we could actually even play Bucky Barnes followed by Carnage later. Let's kill all these cards. Hopefully it's not an armor. It is an armor. Oh, that is so horrible. But we're going to kill the other rocks out there. All right, we're not going to get our Hood out. We're not going to get the Yondu out. That's not good. But what we can do, we can still get our Bucky Barnes followed by the Carnage. All right, so we could still do that. And how many deaths do we have? We have 1 destroyed card on our end. They have 2 destroyed cards in their end. So we get the 3. There's another destroy. So we have 2. They have 2. So we got 4 destroys. All right, cards cannot be played here after turn or on turn 6. Cards cannot be played there. This is turn 5 right now. And I think what we'll do, we'll go with the Demon. And I don't think we put Deathlock on the field. We don't want to get another destroy, or we can put him on the field here. That won't be as beneficial for our She-Hulk if she potentially comes out. But let's see how this plays out. I'm not very confident right now. We have a 9 in the middle. We have a 12 on the right side, and we have a 5 on the far right. All right, so I guess we have the middle because cards can't be played there. Unless they go with a Doom. Doom wouldn't do it. Patriot, they could play that. I mean, the Patriot Ultron combo, they could get that, but I don't think they have enough power. So I think what we'll do is make sure that we get the far right and not even worry about the far left. Let's just play death there. Extra 2 power won't really do anything, so we're going to leave that rock in our hand there. And this should be enough for the win, getting that death card out there. That should give us 24 on the right. We'll set up that 9 in the middle. I don't think they have anything that they could add to that. Dr. Doom would do it. They don't have any movement cards out on the deck right now. They could play a Heimdall, but that still wouldn't get them the win. They may get them the middle, but not the entire win. Let's see what they do. What are they going to end up with? Hopefully they don't retreat. Let's see. What are they going to do? We're waiting for them. The tension is building, ladies and gentlemen. How are they going to end this? I don't want to snap. They're probably going to get scared off if we snap. Not sure if they can tell what we're doing. Oh, they retreat, unfortunately. All right, Squirrel Girl showing up on turn 1, Wave and Deathlock. When a card moves here, destroyed. It would be great if we could move a lot of the cards there. Hopefully we got a Killmonger. We destroyed all these 1-cost cards. I don't like loading up without Killmonger in the deck, but hopefully he will show up. All right, ongoing effects, they're doubled, so that's fine. I don't know if we have a lot of ongoing cards in our deck. Try to look through the hand here. Not a lot of ongoing. That won't affect us, but we do have to be careful of what they're doing as far as their ongoing cards. All right, we could destroy our Squirrel Girl and our Yondu. We could actually do that with... Do we do that with a Carnage, or do we wait? I think we do Deathlock right now. We could wait on the Carnage. That way it gives us a little more power on that side. We'll have a 5 power there instead of what would be about 5 powers. They go Carnage for their Bucky Barnes. Get a lot of points in the middle. We may have to end up going with the right and left and forgoing the middle. But what we can do, we could go Carnage here on this side. I still don't see a victory condition for us yet. We may have to end up using the leader, which is kind of a cheap victory, but we're going to get an ability to bring She-Hulk out right now. And what I think I'm going to do is lock down this far right location or far left location and potentially use a leader. I think they're going to destroy that Nova. So what are they going to destroy it with? Maybe a Killmonger, maybe a Deathlock. And that'll give us opportunity to potentially leader at the end. Let's see what they go with, how they're going to end up. Leader's our only win condition that we have right now. They go Wave, which means that we could play whatever. We're only going to be able to play 1 card, though. Are they going to destroy that Nova? We got to expect that they have more cards coming. We could go leader, and I think that's what we do. We go leader on this side here, and that should give us the win, although this Nova and an extra points may be an issue. We're going to forego the middle. We're going to give them the middle, so hopefully that's not too much of an issue. They've already snapped. Let's see how this ends up. They're pretty confident in what they got. We leader them. We get the Giganto. We get the Death, and we get the She-Hulk. What a dirty, dirty, dirty leader play. They must be so frustrated. What a cheap victory, but a victory nonetheless. So hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay of this version of a Death Wave deck. There's many versions of Death Wave decks out there. The main cards you want is Wave, Death, and a lot of cards that you could destroy. So a lot of 1-cost cards and your destroyers as well, like Killmonger, Carnage, and Deathlock. A lot of these great cards to destroy the cards just to get Death, that cheap cost. And you could follow up on turn 6 with a lot of cards there. So a lot of interesting plays. Let me know what is your favorite version of this Death Wave deck. Very friendly if you have most of these pool 3 cards, and you can make it even stronger if you have some pool 4 or pool 5 cards. But that is it. Hopefully this video helps you. Hopefully it improves some fun that you're having in Marvel Snap, and hopefully it wins you some cubes. That is it though. Check me out on social media. Check out some of the sponsors down below, and check out some of my other videos before you go if you want to support the channel. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Hulk fist bump. Have a great rest of your day. ValleyFlyin out.